when I quit high school, I said I would never step foot in a college. Never saw myself in college at all. And then I had my child, and my whole world changed. I mean, I have a lot of positive motivation now to go to college and have a job.
Advice I'd give for taking acupuncture is I'd study up on math, a lot of fractions, decimals, the algebra in it. Also study up on your English, your grammar, punctuations, periods, stuff like that.
Taking the college placement test, you got to get online, and they have the test on there for you. I mean, a practice test, and that helps a lot because you got to study for that. Like if you have places where you're not really real good at, like math, I stayed on that quite a bit, working with the math to get structure into taking the test.
I was very shy coming out of high school into college, and I was afraid to ask for help. When I was confused on a subject, I would just let it go. I would, chalk it up to it's difficult, it's hard to understand, I'll dismiss that question on the test. Instead of going to my professor and saying, can you please elaborate on this material and clear it up for me because, I didn't comprehend it completely in class or in the lecture. And also, there are a number of resources on campus to help you with your academics, such as the Writing Center, that is free to all students. I mean, any professor is willing to help you in an area if you go and ask for help.
The biggest mistake I've made so far is procrastination. That is a very big no-no. With my last English paper, I waited till the last day to write it. You cannot do that. Usually, when I come home in the evenings, if I got an assignment, I'll do that. I'll sit down, I'll do my assignment. That way I don't have to worry about it. With my English class right now and math class, I've got, like it'll be on Monday, and my next class is Wednesday. So when I come home on Monday, it's still fresh on my mind. I'll sit down and I'll do it.
A few of the academic adjustments that I had to make coming into college was prioritizing and time management, because you do not have every night do the next day homework as if you were in high school. They will give you an assignment and the course syllabus, and you may have a few sporadic assignments that are much larger scattered throughout the semester. So you have to learn to budget and manage your time accordingly and make sure that everything is completed, because it cannot be completed in just one evening of work.
I didn't study in high school whatsoever. And now that I'm in college, I sit down every night starting at 7 o'clock, and I'm usually done by 11, and I study for all my classes in between that time period. Where when I was in high school, I never studied. I always just thought that I would just try to pass my tests and not worry about it.
To be successful college student, you got to buckle down. And at first when I come in, I didn't do that. I was used to maybe scan over it, that'd be it, and then come in. I found out you can't do that. And I really buckled down on my studies. And if you have to have a tutor, and don't be shy, because a lot of us have to have tutors.
You can tell the ones that want to be there, they're there every day on time. It's pretty much like having a job.
There are a ton of scholarships out there for everybody, and you may not get it your senior year in high school. You can apply for scholarships every year while you're in college. I, for example, applied for one last year that I received this year just for my sophomore year. There are ones that are one-time monetary donations and ones that last every year that you're in college. So there are a number of things out there. You just have to look for them. Ask people in your community, ask people in your financial aid office, look on the internet, look, any resource that you can look at and search through to try and find those opportunities. It's worthwhile.
It's not as bad as it seems. College it's laid back. It's not as hard as you think it is. Even with a GED, I think you can still be successful.